To remember. Book your next game with us today.
Call 586-304-4405 to schedule your broadcast
and let NSN bring the action to life like never before.
And we're live now on TV. We're good.
And we are back inside of Big League Dreams here in Las Vegas, Nevada. Once more, folks, Tanner White with Women's Major League Indoor Soccer. So happy to have you here for match number 2 of the day. Oh, and we are kicking off already. You're going to see our home team and the host team. In the red, the Las Vegas Turf Monsters. They just secured their first win in Women's Major League Indoor Soccer, as well as the first shutout in the history of the league. You'll see that down at the bottom of your screen on that score ticker. Taking down the New Jersey Angels Football Club. A 3-0 final score for that one. The first shutout in the history of Women's Major League Indoor Soccer. And New Mexico's Lightning. That's going to be the team you see in the blue kit. From Albuquerque, they hail. And so many of their players from that New Mexico and Albuquerque type range. We'll tell you about it as this one goes along throughout the day. Second match of the day and second of the 8 on the weekend. After an Albuquerque interception, they'll watch this down into the left corner. Try and give some support for their attacker. For that Albuquerque side, that attacker down in that corner in that first possession was 8, Madeline Alhambra. Alhambra, Kylie Tartaglia wears 5. She'll be their acting captain. Bailey Green wearing 2. A defender, Grace Shin wearing 11. A defender as well. And Maddie Lund rounding out their starting 5 field players wearing 3. Their goalkeeper, Sarah Hardman. Las Vegas trots out just about the exact same lineup as they did in that opening match. Shot deflected once more by the keeper. And that's Cassandra Tolton in goal. Tolton just registered the one and only shutout in the history of Women's Major League Indoor Soccer in her very first match out there. That was positively special. All about this season, folks, we have a 10-match regular season during this weekend. New Jersey as well as Albuquerque, who you see in front of you, each going to have 4 regular season contests. All of these count towards regular season standings in that 10-match regular season. Across the span of this weekend, you'll all see Salt Lake City's Utah Uprising FC as well. They'll play 2 games tomorrow at 10 a.m. and 11:30 a.m. Pacific time. And Phoenix Pulse FC, they will play 3 games, one of them immediately following this one, being match number 3 of the day. Nearly 12 and a half here, the Albuquerque side making their debut in Women's Major League Indoor Soccer after Las Vegas just had theirs, as successful as it could possibly have been. Headed defensively away. Albuquerque side has been traveled. This team created in 2019, and their founder, captain, and owner, Tanya Chavez, unable to be with her team for this one, wants to send her kindest regards and says if there was absolutely anything she could do in order to meet her team here in Vegas, she would, but unavailable for the weekend due to personal reasons. And said to us, too, she knew that her time as a player was winding down. Chavez, 44 years of age, and really enjoying her ownership role with the team here as well. Says soon it'll be time to really pass the torch on to everybody else. Her acting captain, she designated Kyla Tartaglia today to lead her New Mexico Lightning squad. And Tanya, we hope you're watching. wherever you may be and supporting your squad. Las Vegas head coach Skylar Gu. Albuquerque is led out by Steve Patterson, assisted by Nick Tartaglia. Four minutes gone by. Albuquerque, Las Vegas, scoreless. We saw a whole lot of that in the first match. Don't be surprised if there's more to be had of that throughout the evening. It's really tough to credit anyone more than the Las Vegas keeper, Cassandra Tolton. You could say, okay, maybe the shooting selection a little bit for New Jersey wasn't quite optimal. Maybe the shot chart wouldn't be quite what they want. That's just a tad high. Let loose by Bailey Saunders, who scored the opening goal for Las Vegas. That would be Saunders from Geraldi Gomez. Back in the early second quarter at about 8:15 of that second quarter in the first match. Gomez, Chelsea Nicole, and Melinda Bravo netting your 3 Vegas scores in that first match of the day. Albuquerque at Phoenix, again, will follow this one. Meaning Phoenix is the home team. Of course, all of these matches hosted in Las Vegas here at Big League Dreams. And then our final match of today will be New Jersey and Phoenix. Phoenix being the home squad for that last one. Vegas run is on. Slows down now. They'll play from the half field. Even Las Vegas themselves is probably thinking, okay, we didn't have our best match in the attacking third. This is blasted. And off of the wall, we'll have a restart. Still in the attacking end for Vegas. Good look down the line there at 8, Christine Cascarillo. Loose ball in the box. No turf monsters there to tap it in yet. See if they'll look to go back to the keeper, will Vegas. You saw 3 Kate Oliva flash in frame there. Oliva thought about turning that back toward the keeper. Oliva caused an injury stoppage. Caused is a strong word per se, but there was a slight injury stoppage for her in the fourth quarter of that other match. There was a little bit of cause for concern at about 5 minutes and 15 seconds into that one. 8.5 to play, first quarter. Shot, little wide. Albuquerque looking for goal number 1 as Jersey wasn't able to get it in their opening match. Another squad making its debut in Women's Major League Indoor Soccer. We got back-to-backs. Eight minutes still to play here for this first quarter scoreless. Don't be surprised if and when, again, we see more of that all throughout the weekend. If the goalkeepers are all the stars of the matches, we'll take it. Shot just a little bit wide from Vegas's Bailey Saunders once more. Saunders once again with the handles, drifting to her left, back for her right, centered. Shot blocked. But the immediate threat still not quelled. 22 there, Melinda Bravo handling. Bravo scored on the first shootout goal in the history of the Las Vegas Turf Monsters here in WMLIS. Oh, somebody is not going to be happy with that call. Nobody is awarded handball, but I think they were thinking the defender closest there probably did get a hand on it. The keeper within that goal area, allowed, of course, to use the hands as she should choose. Once more, your New Mexico goalkeeper is Sarah Hardman. Hardman, a native of Sterling, Colorado, 36 years of age, says she picked soccer back up as an adult in a local rec league after playing in high school. That's the beauty of it all. So many players here around all 3 of our leagues, MLIS, WMLIS, and our new Exhibition League, Major League Indoor Soccer Extended. You have players with professional backgrounds, be that indoor or outdoor. And then you have some who played club or played in high school and then just found, hey, I can still ball. Let me continue to do this. 6 minutes, 10 seconds here of the first quarter. We've also neglected to mention during this quarter, you do have running clock for this whole weekend. In order to get all 8 of these matches in, that was a concession that had to be made, and that decision was made at the front office level. Shot just a little wide. So, normal indoor soccer rules in effect in terms of timing, only within the last minute of each quarter. 4 quarters of 15 minutes apiece. There's a scrap and a scrum. That's turned backward toward the goalkeeper by 7, Catherine Martinez for Albuquerque. This team travels just 12 deep today, again without their owner and captain, an emotional leader, Tanya Chavez. Chavez designated Kyla Tartaglia as a captain in her stead and also sent Seferina Astorga in her place wearing her typical number 10. It was an emotional decision that Chavez says that she made to not make this trip. But again, a personal issue kept her out of this one. And she will cheer her team on. 4 minutes, 40 seconds, first quarter, no score. The Las Vegas Turf Monsters, our host squad here in match number 2. They drew the back-to-backs first. Shot is blocked over the keeper. It sneaks in on a whim and a prayer. It takes a little bit of faith and just equal parts luck. Melinda Bravo gets her second on the weekend. 4:19, first quarter, golazo. So she's now the first Turf Monster with multiple scores in a match. See, folks, this stats thing isn't so hard. Vegas has struck first in both matches so far, yet to allow a single one. Whistle. Looks like you got a foul here from well behind the play. Our referee made that call. Looks like he's going to award the free kick, and Bravo does line up to take this. Not quite on that free kick try. Where's the run? Bravo's been starting a bunch of them. Cross in, denied. Under 3 minutes, first quarter. Still 1-0, Las Vegas leads. You hear the latch on the gate open up. And that means a substitution is on. Thanks once again to our Unity View production crew. Our boots on the ground over there in Vegas. Clock winding towards 2 minutes. Collision in front of the goal mouth. Nobody came out the worse for wear. Take another look there at the keeper, Sarah Hardman. Under a minute and a half, first quarter. Albuquerque just finally turning this in the right direction. Such a similar script to our first match. Not a whole lot of shots to be had on either side. Just no space to breathe. In the opening weekend of February, folks, we're going to have one more match kicking off between now and the third match here from Las Vegas. That game's going to be held in Kalamazoo, Michigan at Let's Play Soccer. That is an East Conference matchup here in WMLIS. The solo try, the keeper on the challenge, and she knocked it away. 25 seconds.
Open up! Open up!
Now, the final 10 ticks of this frame. Will Vegas pitch 5 consecutive shutout quarters? And then how far can they go with it? Questions still to be answered. But what a start in goal from Cassandra Tolton. Plus, the first goal comes from Melinda Bravo. Bravo, 4 minutes, 25 seconds there officially of the first quarter. And we'll go to the quarter break. The Las Vegas Turf Monsters cooking up at home.
In Barca camp, I sing my song grown on and off of the field. Don't miss the time to register.
Sign up now for Barca camp.
In Barca camp, I sing my song grown on and off of the field. Don't miss the time to register.
Sign up now for Barca camp.
And folks, we are back in for quarter number 2. Tanner White with Women's Major League Indoor Soccer, live from Big League Dreams here in Las Vegas, Nevada. We are just about ready to kick off quarter number 2. An entertaining and action-packed, although very offensively challenged, match and one quarter so far. Be that what it will. I think you still got to credit Las Vegas, our home team and the host team, more than just about anything else for their defensive efforts and for Cassandra Tolton in goal. Tolton continuing to keep every sheet clean for every single quarter. And you think, okay, this can't continue. This can't go on all the time. And so far, as good and beyond better even than advertised. Once more, your home team here in the second match is once again the Las Vegas Turf Monsters. We got 2 more matches for the day, and the Albuquerque, New Mexico Lightning. They're the road team, as it were, here for match number 2. Let's kick off this quarter, as Las Vegas will have that 1-0 lead. Enjoying the score from Melinda Bravo. It was funny. The defender got a piece, and it was just chipped ever so softly, and somehow the ball had eyes to just get up and over that outstretched arm of the keeper, Sarah Hardman, dropping in for the opening goal. Oh, we're having our teams flip sides real quick. All right, well, once our teams switch sides, then we promise we will have this kickoff for quarter number 2. No harm, no foul. 15 more minutes on the clock for this quarter. Once more, 4 quarters of 15 minutes apiece. We have a running clock up until 1 minute of each quarter. And let's kick this thing off. 15 minutes more. You know, you kind of in the back of your mind think, okay, how long can Vegas keep this going? We've already seen the very first shutout in the history of Women's Major League Indoor Soccer to Cassandra's Tolton in try number 1. And so, okay, if you get to a whole half worth and you really don't see Albuquerque being able to put up many shots and see them get a little suffocated, maybe you see the fouls and the penalties start to rack up on their side in frustration, then yeah, you'll have to begin reasonably to raise some concerns and put the rest of the league on notice. I think that is our biggest takeaway. The big hit there just beyond midfield. 14 minutes, 10 seconds here, second quarter. The 1 Vegas score from Melinda Bravo. Bravo, the first Las Vegas Turf Monster to score 2 goals. The WMLIS debut of Albuquerque's own New Mexico Lightning here in this match. Vegas won their debut match in our first game of the day, just wrapped under an hour ago, in fact. Albuquerque still looking for a shot on goal. That's how quiet it's been. Pardon us, they are credited with 1 loss. Vegas was credited with 9 shots on goal in that first quarter. Now that's the kind of output that you can start to see a whole lot more than the 3-goal output that they were able to register in that first match, if they should be able to maintain that shooting volume. Vegas runs on. Shot just pulled a little wide. Not quite from Tatiana Ngakta. As we mentioned, Ngakta is one of the best traveled, and we speculate probably the best traveled in all of Women's Major League Indoor Soccer. A Guam national team staple from 2009 to 2015. Says her goals for this season for both herself and the team are so simple. She says, just win. Players who simplify it like that, players who enter, as keeper collects this off the wall, Hardman. Players who enter with that mindset to every single training, every single practice session, no matter how early, how late, and show up on every game day with that idea that no matter what it takes, we're going to do it to win. Those are champions. Keeper bowling this out. Once more on distribution after the keeper has picked up the ball within their goal area legally. You've got to bowl it out. No drop kicks, no punts here in Women's Major League Indoor Soccer. Whistle, foul here on the Vegas side. Restart came very quickly. I'm surprised that was allowed. Sometimes you will see officials, if there's a bit of a false start to be had when somebody wants to go a little bit too quick, they'll make them stop and do the whole thing over again. Carried up just to about the half by Grace Shin. Shin wearing 11 for the Albuquerque side. Here is Madeline Alhambra. She's the target here. She's going to be doubled. Go out and center this ball. And Albuquerque shot pulled a little bit wide of goal, probably not on targets. Once more, the New Mexico side travels just 12 strong. You get a 17-player roster limit. And they have showed up here with 12. That's heart and that's dedication. They do not list a reserve keeper. So should anything happen to Sarah Hardman, that's one of those where everybody's going to be looking around and pointing at each other and going, well, what the heck are we going to do here? Happens, but we hope not often. Especially as New Mexico is playing their first of 4 matches on the weekend. They, as well as the New Jersey Angels, will have 4 matches apiece. The home side, Las Vegas, with 3. And after this one, they'll already have knocked out 2 of them. And then Phoenix Pulse FC, who you will see in match number 3, as a shot saved. Hartman, and then nobody there to tap in a rebound. Or pardon us, Tolton. You can't disrespect Cassandra Tolton and what she's done so far. The sheet has been clean since minute 1 of match 1. And there's now 9 minutes and 30-some seconds to play in quarter 2 of game 2. Superlative in a lot of ways. We're probably going to run out of the unique superlatives. Our apologies. .3:26 p.m. local time in Las Vegas. Pacific Standard. Again, we'll probably continue to give you both Pacific and Eastern times just to mesh with the mixed audiences. And feel free to drop in the YouTube chat where you're watching from, who you're supporting, and how you've enjoyed this massive, historic weekend in Women's Major League Indoor Soccer. This round-robin tournament-style weekend was originally targeted for the season's opening weekend on January 17th and 18th. Due to logistics of the arena, had to move around. We thank everybody so much for their patience. Most importantly, the front office thanks you. Once more, the keeper, Hardman, not afraid to challenge. And there you see the captain's armband on the arm of Kyla Tartaglia. It's sort of an honorary role as Tanya Chavez, owner of the team, and their captain, their real heart and soul, once more unable to make the trip with personal issues. Under 8 minutes, we're nearing halfway through this second quarter. And yet, not a single goal has been scored against Las Vegas so far. The turf, and we cannot stress this enough, monsters. Good ball into the box from Albuquerque's Bailey Green. Where's the first turn come from? Where's that first shot on goal here for the... Oh, there it is! Hello, Tolton, heroic save. At some point, we thought, okay, it can't go on forever. At some point, one must surrender a goal when you play soccer long enough. And now Las Vegas is challenging all of that conventional wisdom. Shot is pulled wide on the Albuquerque side with Madeline Halamra. Not quite connecting on anything so far. Halamra, a Colorado Springs, Colorado native, played D1 at Mercer University 2017 to 2021. She has lots of experience in sort of the mini football / the 3-on-3 side of things, played in some 3v3 tournaments in Vail, Colorado, and at the ESPN Wide World of Sports Complex in Orlando, Florida. You want to talk about unique playing experience. What did we tell you at the beginning of game 1? They come from all over when they come. Vegas run, stuffed. Keeper Sarah Hardman up to the task. A touch here for 17, Erica Moreno. Moreno getting doubled by a couple of turf monsters. Now make it 3 of them, a triple team. Ashley Lagaretta, 17, and Iker Millen, 6 among those. And then 22, Melinda Bravo, the one Vegas goal scorer, came and said her piece too. That's how you know you're drawing a lot of attention. 5 minutes, 34 seconds to play until halftime. Again, there's one other match to be played besides this Vegas weekend. Also this evening. That's going to kick off at 7:30 as you got a foul down in the corner. Let's see who they got for Albuquerque. It's going to be 7, Catherine Martinez. So that game kicks off in Kalamazoo, Michigan at a 7:30 p.m. kickoff as Kalamazoo's Zoo City FC will take on the visiting Chicago Mustangs. The Mustangs won in the WMLIS season opener and put the hurt on Fort Wayne Summit City Sentinels, a 9-2 win in that one. Again, for this second quarter, we'll take the moment to remind you that you do have a running clock up until 1 minute of each quarter all throughout this Vegas weekend. Shot stuffed once more by Tolton. Down into her left. She can go up and to her right. The upper 90s have been absolutely eliminated. Challenged and saved a shootout from New Jersey's Jess Johnson back in that first match. Just masterful in every way, her presence in goal. 4 minutes, 5 seconds, second quarter. Once more, I'm Tanner White with Women's Major League Indoor Soccer, and we're so glad to have you with us here on MLIS Pro TV. Thanks to our boots on the ground over there in Las Vegas, Unity View TV. Our production and distribution crew at the National Soccer Network and Premier Media Group. And MLIS, WMLIS, and Major League Indoor Soccer Extended, thank you for joining us. Three minutes, 30 seconds. WMLIS Commissioner Bernard Lillevoix in attendance. Also owns the Las Vegas men's and women's sides. Has moved mountains to bring us this tournament-style weekend. And it has become historic. You had a feeling it would be off the rip before we ever played a match here. And now through one and almost a half of another, we're firmly in that camp of belief. Under 3 minutes until the half. The interception, and then this is topped, much like the golf swing of yours truly. We all think we can hit irons off of a tee. Oh, so many times, not the case. Under 2.5 for Albuquerque to begin 1 or 2 scoring runs more. Get a scoring chance even here at some point or another. Struggling now to clear this ball from their defensive half. Just do, but not by much. Winding under 2 minutes. Melinda Bravo continues to be an issue. Bravo is the only player so far on the weekend to score 2. Has the only goal in this one. Once more, your score 1-0. The Las Vegas Turf Monsters over the visiting Albuquerque, New Mexico Lightning. Vegas in the red kits and Albuquerque in the blue. Here's an interception. Bravo. Let's see if she's one-on-one. Not quite. That ball a little too far ahead of her. Still dangerous. 1 minute, 20 seconds. Whistle, little push. And for Vegas, it looks like they got Liana Soifua. After the foul there, you look up at the scoreboard in the arena and you see 1 minute and 5 seconds or so now. After the interception from Soifua, she just sends it down and nobody's there for Las Vegas. So now that we're under 1 minute, normal Women's Major League indoor soccer timing rules apply. all necessary stoppages, including restarts, fouls, penalties, and the like. A touch back to the keeper, Cassandra Tolton. We just heard on our crowd mics the foul counts. I believe we heard Vegas has 3 team fouls against them for the half. New Mexico has 2. Remember, once you get the 6th foul to accumulate against one team in the half, that creates a shootout. Under 30 seconds. Albuquerque, shut out for the first half so far. Forget all that noise if you put one up right here and then all of a sudden you're even. Under 15 seconds. But a single Vegas clear would probably mean that they are in the clear for half number 1. And that looks like exactly what we're going to have. One soft touch for Iker Millen in the back line. And Las Vegas is so for real right now. Oh, they just finished another shutout half. That's 3 of them consecutively to open their inaugural weekend here in Women's Major League Indoor Soccer. 1 score up on the board, folks. The scoring summary is really easy. Melinda Bravo, unassisted, 425, first quarter. The keepers, good on both sides. You have 4 saves up on the New Mexico side for their keeper, Sarah Hardman. 6 saves total. And Cassandra Tolton saves 7 in that half. Perfect. Sheets clean. And Las Vegas rolling here at home. We'll be back for half number 2. Thanks so much for joining us here on MLIS Pro TV. Tanner White with Major League Indoor Soccer and Women's Major League Indoor Soccer. Don't go anywhere.
Are you ready to create unforgettable moments for your audience? NSN offers professional live streaming and full broadcast services tailored to your needs.
From high-quality production to exceptional coverage,
We ensure your game or event becomes a spectacle to remember. Book your next game with us today
call 586-304-4405 to schedule your broadcast.
and let NSN bring the action to life like never before.
Caitlin Clark, amazing at assists. Gainbridge, the ultimate assist for your savings. But ever since they teamed up, she's taken assisting to a whole new level. Caitlin Clark, great at assists. Gainbridge, great at assists for your savings.
We all have goals. But let's be honest, most of us aren't going to be professional athletes. But if your goal is to finish your degree, we can help. Come to a university that puts your goals first. Bellevue University, your partner in finishing goals.
In Barca Camp, I sing my song grown on and off of the field. Don't miss the time to register.
Sign up now for Bart's account.
Are you ready to create unforgettable moments for your audience? NSN offers professional live streaming and full broadcast services tailored to your needs.
From high-quality production to exceptional coverage,
We ensure your game or event becomes a spectacle to remember. Book your next game with us today
call 586-304-4405 to schedule your broadcast.
and let NSN bring the action to life like never before.
Caitlin Clark, amazing at assists. Gamebridge, the ultimate assist for your savings. But ever since they teamed up, she's taken assisting to a whole new level. Caitlin Clark, great at assists. Gamebridge, great at assists for your savings.
We all have goals. But let's be honest. Most of us aren't going to be professional athletes. But if your goal is to finish your degree, we can help. Come to a university that puts your goals first. Bellevue University, your partner in finishing goals.
In Barca camp, I sing my song grown on and off of the field. Don't miss the time to register.
Sign up now for Bart's account.
Are you ready to create unforgettable moments for your audience? NSN offers professional live streaming and full broadcast services tailored to your needs.
From high-quality production to exceptional coverage,
We ensure your game or event becomes a spectacle to remember. Book your next game with us today
call 586-304-4405 to schedule your broadcast.
and let NSN bring the action to life like never before.
Caitlin Clark, amazing at assists. Gamebridge, the ultimate assist for your savings. But ever since they teamed up, she's taken assisting to a whole new level. Caitlin Clark, great at assists. Gamebridge, great at assists for your savings.
We all have goals. But let's be honest. Most of us aren't going to be professional athletes. But if your goal is to finish your degree, we can help. Come to a university that puts your goals first. Bellevue University, your partner in finishing goals.
Back out of the halftime break, folks. Thanks so much for joining us, and welcome back for half number 2. Tanner White with Women's Major League Indoor Soccer. We are live from Big League Dreams here in Las Vegas, Nevada. Our home team, the Las Vegas Turf Monsters, hosting this whole weekend, and what a job they've done so far on the field and off. They lead against Albuquerque's New Mexico Lightning 1-0 and still have yet to be scored upon through a match and a half. We are just about ready to kick off this third quarter. Everybody's ready on that logo, just awaiting that official's whistle. Match number 2 of 8 on the weekend. There it is. And we will play quarter number 3. Once again, we're coming to you live from Big League Dreams here in Las Vegas, Nevada. And a 1-0 contest out of the half. Las Vegas perhaps going to go back to their keeper. No, they will not. Boy, they've had positively 0 issues defensively. Cassandra Tolton has stuffed one shootout. And then besides that, you almost want to say hasn't hardly been challenged. Absolutely incredible what she's done in, once again, her first, game and a half and now a few seconds. Vegas down in the corner. Big hit put on there. 11 Bailey Saunders was handling. Saunders now gets a little push in of her own. And maybe one more. Saunders with some contact. It's not going to be whistled. The keeper going any which way she can to try and clear. Sarah Hardman once more in goal for the Albuquerque, New Mexico Lightning. Through ball was denied. 13 minutes now and 30-some seconds to play here in the third quarter. 1-0 contest, and so Las Vegas is thinking, hey, we've done it once. Now we know it can be done. We have the first shutout in the history of the WMLIS under our belts in our very first match in this league. Special. And we are so happy to be able to share that with you. Two minutes gone by in this third quarter. Vegas will roll around and wait for an option to open up. Spending a whole lot of time in possession. Finally a takeaway here on the New Mexico side. Stolen there by 7, Catherine Martinez. Whistle, little bump, foul on the Vegas side. Long free kick coming. Nobody down around that area. This is carried up the right wall. For Vegas, that's 12, Heraldi Gomez. Gomez assisted on Las Vegas's first ever goal here in Women's Major League Indoor Soccer That was the one scored by Bailey Saunders, 8:15 of the second quarter in their opening match against the New Jersey Angels. 3 minutes and change elapsed here for the third quarter. 1-0. Albuquerque and Phoenix, you can see at the score bar in the bottom middle of your screen. That will be our next matchup. Roughly schedule that for, as those times are given in Eastern time, roughly 5 p.m. Pacific. Shot far too high, and we'll have the restart here. (11 minutes and 20 seconds). And so the home team, Vegas, playing with house money. All pun intended. Told you that 3 of our clubs this weekend will be making their MLIS debuts. Vegas has already done so. Albuquerque doing so now. Shot too high. And then, of course, the New Jersey Angels as well. So Albuquerque, our final debuting team for this weekend. Salt Lake City, Utah Uprising. They'll be in tomorrow. They'll play a couple of matches. Those will be matches number 6 and 7 of the weekend. Vegas will play one more tomorrow. Ooh, whistle, big hit. And they're going to have to peel Melinda Bravo off of the turf. Hope our camera crew down there has survived. They're always in the line of fire. And now 1/3 of the way through quarter number 3. Still, Albuquerque's New Mexico Lightning yet to put a shot up on target in this quarter. For the match overall, our scorekeepers have them credited with 4 shots on goal. Pardon us as we go and refresh here at the quarter break. We thought, okay, that sounds a little bit more reasonable looking at our live stats tab on WMLIS.soccershift.com. Now you're talking 9 shots total. We thought that makes more sense. Collision there. Scary. Everybody is able to walk away from it. That's all you can ask for, no matter the severity, no matter what it sounds or looks like. Restart coming along that left wall. Under 9 minutes for this quarter. And nothing doing. Nothing really to speak of. A single shot up in the quarter on goal on the Las Vegas side, and none for Albuquerque. Steve Patterson leads out this Albuquerque squad. Once more, they are without their captain, owner, and emotional leader, Tanya Chavez. Chavez says she was going to try to give it a go for this trip, and it just became impossible. Had a personal issue that will force her to miss this weekend. Shot saved. On target there by Bailey Saunders. And Sarah Hardman knocks it away. Albuquerque touch from Catherine Martinez right into the arms of the goalkeeper. And the goalkeeper to distribute it right back out. Under 8 minutes, third quarter. Whistle and quick foul called on the Albuquerque side. Still a 1-0 contest. So you thought last game was tight. Shot just a little bit too high. By hairs. And now we're over halfway through quarter number 3. Touch around the midfield stripe, Catherine Martinez. Martinez took a little bit of a shoulder bump from Geraldi Gomez. 12 in the red for Las Vegas. If you are just joining us here for the second half, and we should tell you that once more, Las Vegas, our home and host squad, they wear the all-red kits, and Albuquerque in an all-blue. Impossible to miss the insignia 2 across their chest. Very cool look. Vegas runs on. Shots blocked. Right place, right time for Bailey Green, the defender, for the New Mexico side. Under 6.5. You still see that Las Vegas sun beating down on everybody here in the arena. Nothing we can do about it. It is inevitable, inescapable. We will look forward to our final match of the day as that begins to dissipate a little. We say with crossed fingers. And our clock now hits 6 minutes to play for the third quarter. Our shots on goal have become a little more evened out. Now you're talking 17 shots on goal to 9. Whistle, blue card. Now here's a penalty that will create a power play opportunity. And we love these because it gets to be a teaching moment. We get to tell you about them. It's now a player advantage. 5 field players on 4. Albuquerque, a player down. Tell you the details of the card as we know them. But 2 minutes on the power play. And not the most auspicious of starts, as it were. Free kick just sent and sailed. Looked to be the card came at 5 minutes and 45 seconds of the quarter. And we do know all the details. We'll let you know. So again, 2-minute power play. Those are releasable upon a goal being scored. But if not, then you get advantaged time for 2 straight minutes. And this would end at the 3:45 mark of this quarter. Should be and will and is enforced that way. Those are all 3 different things. But that's what we should have. It's a highly experienced Albuquerque side. Talking many players in their 30s. Sarah Hardman in goal, 36. And again, their captain and owner, Tanya Chavez, at the age of 44. Says she thinks, man, this is probably going to be my last ride. I really want to kind of turn the keys over to some of my girls as the keeper rejects this and closes the door. She says, I really want to kind of turn the keys over. And I want one more playoff run. I want to give it one last ride at the pro level before handing it off to her younger teammates. Was unable to make the trip this weekend. Does have professional experience playing in France. And unsurprisingly, she says she's incredibly thankful to be still playing at her age. And shout out to the league for helping us to make it here to game day. To make it, literally to Las Vegas. And every single tiny ounce of preparation from the moment that you enter the league and you sign your agreement to do so to getting to game day. 1,001 things. Bravo, just too high. Could have doubled the lead. And off the keeper, wow, that again nearly snuck through. Remember, the little tiny chip shot that Bravo hit, which a defender got a piece of, was just enough to go over the head of the keeper for the first goal, and as it were, the only goal of this game. Keeper with a touch off of her heel. Linda Bravo continuing now to put a little bit more pressure on. Oh, big hit. And blue card coming. It's going to be thrown on Serafina Astorga. And we might see a brief little stoppage. Astorga, another one of those Albuquerque, New Mexico natives, 23 years of age, says she was 13 at the time, and the moment she began playing club at that very, very young age, was just hooked on it. Now she wants to become a top player on this team and to make a positive impression for her teammates and coaches. Well, she may have just made an impression on the body there. So, more advantaged time for Las Vegas. 5 field players on 4. Albuquerque down a player with the power play. There's a shot to be had. If they wanted to pull with the left, they don't. Shot. Doinks. Oh, it's brutal. Vegas side thinking, man, 1 goal, yeah, that's all good. And sure, maybe we can continue to just shut everybody out, but you probably don't want to plan on that. 2:15, third quarter. Little touch, back for the keeper, as she'll collect it. Melinda Bravo, we know that she's been the #1 target for Las Vegas attacking possessions. But who would you point to on the Albuquerque side as their #1 target? You don't know that you would necessarily be able to pick anybody out yet. That's maybe one of the issues. Many of these Albuquerque teammates, they all pointed in a few different directions, but Maddie Alamra, we will tell you, was the most often chosen. Whistle, score, don't look now, man. Can Albuquerque just keep doing that? Oh, drifting away, shooting with the left. See the little captain's arm sleeves on there and everything, make it 2-0. Let's take one more. And tack that up on the board, 2-0, Las Vegas. That's 20 shots on goal and just the 2 scores. I mean, nothing going to come easy this weekend from everything we've seen so far. Hardman knocked that away with the 2 hands, high up over her head. Bravo from Liana Suifua at 1 minute and 36 seconds. Based on the timing, we are still calling that a power play score. We'll have to go back and check that. Again, that timing becomes a little bit more difficult sometimes to parse through just because of the running clock situations and, okay, when exactly did we mark that the penalty time began and things. But because we're inside of a minute, remember, normal timing rules apply here for this final 33 seconds of the third quarter. 2-0 Vegas, and not a single goal put up against them so far. Scary. Phoenix Pulse FC, probably in the building by now. They will be on deck for our third of 4 matches today. In the waning moments, Vegas handles. One little chip to clear it. And that's 3 quarters down with still a shutout up. Melinda Bravo, she's got herself 3 goals in these 2 games. And a shutout is still in the mix for back-to-back games for the Las Vegas Turf Monsters. Fourth quarter coming up. You won't want to miss it.
Barca Camp, I sing my song Grown on and off of the field. Don't miss the time to register.
Sign up now for Barca Camp.
And we are back for quarter number 4. Folks, this Las Vegas Turf Monster side has put on one of the most impressive defensive showings. Well, you want to say that this league's ever seen. Maybe that professional indoor soccer's ever seen. Unbelievable. Still a clean sheet through 7 quarters of play here in their opening weekend in the league. They're debuting in Women's Major League Indoor Soccer and putting everybody on notice. Won their first match, 3-0. Lead here, 2-0. And 3 out of those 5 total scores belong to Melinda Bravo. Our referee's just about to get this 4th quarter started. Once more, we come to you live from Big League Dreams here in Las Vegas, Nevada. This is match 2 of 8 overall on the weekend. We'll have Albuquerque pick this ball up. We'll get ready to kick off quarter number 4 in just a moment. But are they going to meet the same fate that New Jersey did? Those two were so rudely greeted, as it were, in their entry to the WMLIS. These 3 clubs, Vegas, Albuquerque, Jersey, all making their league debuts on the women's side. Ready to kick off. Right at the circle. Rose Covarrubias for Vegas. And that whistle means we've got just 15 more minutes to get it sorted out. And Las Vegas has 15 more minutes, perhaps, to put up back-to-back shutouts. Could you imagine? The first 2 ever for Women's Major League Indoor Soccer. Same team, same day. Shot, scored! The early run gets the worm, something or other. How's that go? Take another look at it. And that goal is scored by Las Vegas's Geraldi Gomez. Gomez from Chelsea Nicole, just 24 seconds in to the 4th quarter. 3-0. If this score looks awfully familiar, it should. Look down at those scores on your score bar at the bottom of the screen, folks. The exact same score that Las Vegas was successful with just an hour and change ago. Insanity. (3-0) once more. We'll check on the goal scorer officially. We thought we had a pretty clear look at it. Gomez, now in fact from Rose Covarrubias, we're told. Again, almost immediately off of the kickoff. Another Vegas runs on. That shot is blocked. In front there, getting a piece for New Mexico was Seferina Astorga. Now New Mexico coach Steve Patterson is in exactly that same position where New Jersey's head coach Carlos Figueroa was of, oh my goodness, do we know that we're going to be able to score a single goal? Are we going to find a crack somewhere or another? We can't say for certain. There's a touch there by 26, Haley Arvizo. Arvizo lurking. Albuquerque a little bit more time attacking here. But in terms of time in possession, Albuquerque clearly at a significant disadvantage. You don't really need the stat sheet or the advanced stats to tell you that. 23 shots to 9, and Albuquerque did not register a shot on goal in that third quarter. Surprising. But, of course, it's also dominant on the Vegas side. Now, really, that one single goal could open up floodgates. You just haven't seen anybody be able to do that to them yet. 12-20, fourth quarter. Once more, our third match of the day will follow this one in pretty short succession. Phoenix taking on Albuquerque. Phoenix will be our de facto home team for that one. Interception. Solo run. The keeper says, no thanks. Get this out of here. And wall-balled it very effectively to a defender. Goalkeeper matchup. Remember, Sarah Hardman with no reserve listed for her for Albuquerque. So she's there all the way until you maybe had to get into if you should have to get into an emergency situation, then you'd have to look all up and down the bench, and probably whoever just doesn't step back fast enough is going to be voluntold. And on the Las Vegas side, Cassandra Tolton, absolutely perfect all day long. Tolton, an El Segundo, California native, 24 years of age, club and semi-pro experience all over the place, but looks every bit of an indoor pro today, as is everybody on that pitch. Once more, a historic weekend that we can't thank you all enough for joining us for. Tanner White with Women's Major League Indoor Soccer here on MLIS Pro TV. Leave a comment, drop a like, most importantly, subscribe for action across all 3 of our leagues. Oh, so many matches going on. Oh, so many kicking off in just moments. You see more of those scrolling across your score bar at the bottom of the screen. You have one more WMLIS match, not part of this Vegas weekend, that will be kicking off in about 15 minutes' time in Kalamazoo, Michigan. That's Kalamazoo's Zoo City FC taking on the visiting Chicago Mustangs. That's an East Conference matchup. Their first matchup since the regular season finale of the inaugural season of WMLIS last year on April the 5th. Little shoving match as everybody tries to work this around the boards. Shot finally in there, blocked in the mass of bodies, and the keeper Tolton comes up unscathed. Just as every single other chance so far. She bluffs, now will throw this out for the distribution. It's throws exactly like that that can register goalkeepers and assists. Watch the back heel. Oh, great vision defensively. The Albuquerque side was ready for something tricky like that. Shot creation has been at a premium and really has been completely unaffordable, as it were, if you want to talk about premium prices, for both New Jersey as well as Albuquerque. Another Jersey run on, sliding tackle from the keeper. It really is heroic what Sarah Hardman's doing between the posts for herself. Herself and her team still seeing themselves trail 3-0 under 9 minutes, pardon us, to play. 4:14 p.m. local time there in Las Vegas. Too high. The restart comes. Once more, any shot beyond the level of the walls vertically that makes contact with those nets will have a restart, and the defending team will receive the ball. under 8.5. A scrum in the corner, a little 4-car pileup. Whistle. Now, who are they going to get out of all of that? Honestly, folks, your guess is kind of as good as ours.
Good job, Grace.
Under 8 minutes. Typically, this is where, with normal timing rules, in all of our pro contests, you would see a media timeout coming. But, folks, we got to get all 8 of these matches in. Hardman just over the outstretched arm, and Golazo make it a hat trick. Que bueno from Bravo. And it's just chip shots, too. It's such patience and touch. It's not ripping these from 20 yards. 4-0. Las Vegas. House money. That might do it. You think about, normally you wouldn't say that. Okay, 4 goals in an indoor soccer game. And yet, with the way that Tolton's been playing between the posts, you struggle to imagine somebody dropping 4 on her in half a quarter. Now, we've been wrong before. I almost hope to be wrong, and hey, maybe do we have some extra time here? Can we just play a little bit more of that? Bravo once more on the run. It's high. Oh, man. You want to talk about your target woman. Ball's just finding her each and every time. Shot saved from distance. And clock runs. 6.5. For the final time in this match, we will tell you, we have running clock for 15 minutes up until the final 1 minute of each quarter. We presume that this fourth quarter shall be ended in regulation. We'll talk about overtime when we get there, should that be necessary. Shouldn't have even said it, folks. Shouldn't have taken that risk, but here we are. 6 minutes, 6 seconds, fourth quarter. Albuquerque handle, drift, smacked down by Tolton, probably off target just a little bit. And they can't clean it up. Let's see, was this a defensive clearance given, though? If that's the case, it results in an advantageous position free kick. All right. Albuquerque possession, under 5.5. The feet of every single defender for Vegas that we've seen are just lightning fast. And no pun intended, as you would think on the Albuquerque side, known as the Lightning, they'd have that covered. This shot ripped, and unfortunately that's one of those where it gets your teammate and there's nothing you can do and you feel a little bit sheepish. But that was blasted off of Madeline Alhambra. Again, she was the #1 player chosen when we asked, hey, which of your teammates do you think is going to have a big season this year? Who do you think is going to really stand out? Alhambra, for her goal-scoring ability, was the #1 choice. Everything is coming up red now, folks, and we are not at the table. We're running out. Now make it 3:15, and how this clock just continues to drip, drip, drip. And you look up at the scoreboard and you're incredulous at the 0 that is stuck behind every, as an elevator shot, missed top 90. So every opponent for Vegas, you're just like, that can't be right. That graphic must be stuck or something on that scoreboard. And yet, nearly 2 full consecutive 60-minute shutouts. we're beginning to run a little bit low on terms. We wouldn't say that we've run out yet, but we may get there. 2 minutes, 35 seconds, fourth quarter. Open, rejected. Plenty of airspace to be had. That was Vegas's Chelsea Nicole. Nicole, a Rio Rancho, New Mexico native. We mentioned this in the first game, how ironic it was. She played semi-professionally on the New Mexico Lightning back in 2020-22. Before the team had made its professional debut here with Women's Major League Indoor Soccer by 4 years. Also found themselves in the Premier Arena Soccer League. There's a dog pile on the keeper there, and let's see how it breaks up. That's the last thing you would ever want to imagine would be Tolton, the keeper, getting banged up in a play like that in a game that is almost entirely decided. Under a minute and a half for Las Vegas to do something that no one would have thought possible, that no one could have imagined before. This is soft and saved by the keeper. And maybe a little mistouch too. Sometimes you see dejection from an attacking player like that, and you just know that was in no way the shot that they had in mind. Wall ball left. Now that we've crossed that 1 minute mark, normal Women's Major League Indoor Soccer timing rules apply. Shot! Save! Heroic from Tolton. The follow too high. And now just 50 seconds. And 45 between Las Vegas and another massive chunk of history. You want to talk about a home team that came to play, that came to defend home turf. And under 30 ticks, too high above the keeper Tolton. Everybody is going to know that name really quickly. Cassandra Tolton. Insanity what she's done here today. Final 10 ticks. And body language tells you everything you need to know. A spectacular back-to-back shutout performance put on by Cassandra Tolton in goal, and the Las Vegas Turf Monsters are perfect through their first 2 matches. Take a look at that Melinda Bravo chippy to open up the scoring. Don't you worry, Bravo would feature again soon enough. What else is new? Drifting to her left, had the keeper flopping like a fish, and then one defender, not a chance. This is the 3rd score of the evening from Heraldi Gomez. Gomez from Rose Coviar-Rubas. And who else would put it away but Melinda Bravo once more for the first hat trick for the Las Vegas Turf Monsters from Bailey Saunders at 7:43 of the 4th quarter. Bravo, the target woman, taking 3 goals of her own, and a back-to-back shutout performance in goal for Cassandra Tolton. This one, the more spectacular of the 2, we gotta say, saves 9 out of 9 on goal against, but perfection all the way through. We only regret that this game had to end, folks, and we have 2 more for the evening, 6 more for the weekend here from Big League Dreams in Las Vegas. For this match number 2, we will bid you adieu. Tanner White with Women's Major League Indoor Soccer. Thanks so much to Unity View TV, our crew on the ground in Las Vegas, our studio crew with the National Soccer Network and Premier Media Group. Once more, this is Tanner White with Women's Major League Indoor Soccer. And our final score, the Las Vegas Turf Monsters, with their 2nd of 2 consecutive shutouts, they win 4-0 over Albuquerque's New Mexico Lightning. Game 3 coming up. Phoenix and Albuquerque. Don't miss it. Around an 8 p.m. kick.
Are you ready to create unforgettable moments for your audience? NSN offers professional live streaming and full broadcast services tailored to your needs.
From high-quality production to exceptional coverage,
We ensure your game or event becomes a spectacle to remember. Book your next game with us today
call 586-304-4405 to schedule your broadcast.
and let NSN bring the action to life like never before.